So I'm going to demonstrate the Spoke Audio Playground. If we open up our Spoke and connect it, we're going to go to Play and then go to the Audio Playground. So this page allows us to record sounds, search for sounds, upload sounds, download sounds, and play them back in different ways. So first thing we do is connect our MIDI. And once we've done that, you can see that the pads on the GUI over there will light up when you touch a pin. If we start by searching for a kick drum, we can sample it over here. So I'm going to click on load, and that loads it up onto the first pin here. Let's look for a snare. There's a hi-hats, we don't want hi-hats. That's pretty cool, but let's change the length. So we can change the length of the sample we look for. So if we do that and hit enter, let's try this one. Let's load this one onto pad 2. Let's say I want a snare on a different one, so I'll find a hi-hat for a different one. So let's say I want that on pad 4, which is currently empty. So if I click on pad 4 and load, it will go onto that specific one there. Let's say I don't want it there anymore. I can right click on it to remove it. And then if I just load this one, that will be on pad 3 instead. So this search feature allows us to look for any kind of sound. So if I look up horse, I can get a horse sound. I'm going to load that onto my board. Now that is over here. Cool. A fun thing to do is to look up some loops. So if I look up 120 BPM, and it will give me this. Let's do 120 drum loop. Let's try this one. Okay, so we'll load this one onto pin 5. So pin 5 is over here. Let's say I want that to keep looping. Over here in the pads tab, we can change the playback mode of each pin. So if I click on the loop function for pad 5, that will now loop, and the other ones will be still one shots. And if I touch pad 5 again, it will stop. The other option is something called gating, so I can hold it down and it will play as long as I hold it down. So instead of playing the whole sample, it will just play while I'm holding it. Now, the next step is recording. So there is an option to record straight onto the board as well. So if I start recording, this is an audio test. And then I click on pad 6. This is an audio test. And then I click. Is an audio test. This is an audio test. So I can do things like whistle and go. Put that on pad 7. Put that on pad 8. So now I've got. This is an audio test. Let's say I'm really happy with all of these sounds. Actually, I'll do one more thing before we do that. So let's say if If we search for pianos that are 0 to 2 seconds, because then they're likely to be one-shot pianos. Okay, there's an option here to automatically load the first 15 search results. So if I click on this, it will automatically load all of these. So these are all now. Now, let's say I'm really happy with all of my sounds and I want to keep this, because if you refresh the page, all of those sounds will be lost, because all of this is stored within the browser's cache. So as soon as the browser is refreshed, it's gone. I could download all of these as a zip file. And now if I hit refresh, they're all gone. So if I click let's go, all my sounds are empty. So if I go to the download upload feature and choose files, I can go to the downloads folder and find the file I just downloaded, and that will load up all of my samples back straight into the board. I need to connect MIDI. This is an audio test. This is an audio test. There we go. Super simple. No doors needed. You can search for just about anything using this is using the Freesound API. So let's get a rocket in there. So load that up into pad 21. Let's gate that instead. There we go.